Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I do hope you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe down below. Anyway, as you've seen in the title, we are talking about the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation versus the Makeup Forever, if I can turn it to face forward, Ultra HD Foundation. So we are seeing which one of these actually does perform better on my skin. So if you want to see which one actually lasts all day and looks super beat the entire day, then keep watching. But do keep in mind that this has 24-hour claims on it and it is $10, whereas this does not have any hour claims on it and it's $43. So we are going high end versus low end to see which one actually wins out. And I have done things a bit differently in this video, which is why the intro can be a bit different, because why the hell not? First of all, my black lip has me like feeling myself all sorts of ways, so excuse me if I'm a bit extra in this video, but I did want to do it a bit differently. So this time I have gone in with like a full beat face. I haven't like not primed one side or primed one side or whatever. I have gone in with my Maybelline primer. I have gone in with the foundation on top. I have powdered it down. I have concealed. I have used my Laura Mercier. I've gone in like proper ham. I even set it to like the black opal finishing powder because I really wanted to go through my regular routine and see which one actually lasts when I pull out like all the stops, powder, primer, setting spray even, which I don't even wear like on a daily basis. But I am curious to see which one actually lasts because, well, the L'Oreal actually does last on my skin really, really well, but it gets super oily at some point in the day, and I have really dry skin, so I'm curious to see how well they perform stacked up against each other. I am 100% floored that no one else on the internet has thought that these two are an exact dupe of each other, because the consistency is the same, the coverage is the same, like a lot of things are basically the same. The only super downside that I will mention right up front is that this is the darkest shade of the L'Oreal Pro Glow, and this is like the fourth darkest shade of the Makeup Forever. So the shade range of the Makeup Forever is amazing. They have 40 shades, absolutely fantastic. They have something dark enough for like super dark skin tones, and I respect that 100%. But it is 4 times the price of the L'Oreal side, so I really want to see which one performs better. So let's jump into the demo where you see me like fully beat my, well, not fully, I don't have like eyes and lips and whatever, but where you see me basically beat my face. I do put the same exact products on both sides of my face, so I'm excited to see which one actually lasts. So let's just jump into the video and then we'll go from there. So for this particular review, I have decided to do things a little bit differently. I thought I'd come in and show you what a full glam looks like on me. So I really wanted you to see my entire process of like getting the foundation on and making it last all day, etc., because I really want to give both these foundations a fair chance at working and like succeeding the entire day. So I have already gone in with my primer. That was my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation. I'm also going in with my concealer underneath my eyes because I really did want to powder it down as well. So I have gone in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. And then I've set that down with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder, and then just gone all over my face with my black opal finishing powder. Also gone in my Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray because I never use it on camera and this is a good opportunity to do so. And you can see that even with my face powder down, I do still have a glow, so pretty happy. I mean, no complaints. I am done with all of this at around 9:17, 9:18, so let's just call the check-in time 9:20. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and then I will come back in for my first check-in in a few hours and we'll see how well both of them are holding up. It is now 3:20 p.m., which means it's been about 6 hours exactly that I've had this foundation on my face, and both sides are looking pretty damn good. I am just going to take off my spectacles. I do come back in with them for those of us who do wear spectacles like throughout the day. So this is what they look like. As you can see, neither side is looking greasy. I feel like even in the monitor, it's not looking as bad as it would if I was just like a completely greasy mess, you know? So both sides have definitely been helped with powder, and they are equally glowy. I mean, I could use a blot, yes. I'm looking in my mirror, and in person it does look pretty damn good. It just looks like maybe I've exercised and my skin is like glistening with like healthy glowy whatever is, like, I don't really know how to put it, but basically my skin just looks really healthy as opposed to looking shiny and greasy and like disgusting, you know? So what I did want to do in this very short check-in is to blot with my tissue. So I am just going to blot the L'Oreal side. Also in the area around my nose pads, it has obviously faded, and I feel like it's actually faded more on the L'Oreal side than it has on the Makeup Forever side. So maybe that's something to worry about. I am going to fix it on both sides either way because I do have to leave the house. But as you can see, the amount of transfer off the L'Oreal side is crazy high. So this is not a transfer proof foundation, unfortunately. I think only matte foundations are transfer proof, so I'm not really expecting the world out of these ones. But because I have dry skin, I do appreciate a bit more of a glow to my foundations. So I am just going to blot the Makeup Forever side, and then we'll see how much comes out. And I can already see quite a bit of foundation is coming out. Yeah, I kind of feel like the Makeup Forever side had a lot less transfer than the L'Oreal side, but both of them did transfer. So I'm sure if I like hug someone or like wipe my face on someone's shirt, it would definitely come off. So that is something to think about, even when they are powdered down. So one thing that I will do is powder it down again, because I really do like the finish of this foundation. It has just faintly settled into my smile lines on both sides again, so no real complaints there, I guess. Powdered on my face, and then I'll be back for my next check-in. Do you see the time? It is 10:44 p.m. 10:44, that means it's been 13 hours that I've had both these foundations on my face, and they've actually lasted pretty damn well. I did not touch up my nose since my last check-in. I just couldn't be bothered because I was wearing spectacles the entire time after. So all I did was, after the blotting, I did powder it down with my Lancome translucent powder, because that is the mattest powder that I have. And look at this, 7 hours later, my face is barely showing any glow. I know in the camera, because of the lights, it does look a bit greasier than it necessarily is in person, although now that all my lights are on and like I'm sitting here in front of my mirror, I am seeing that I could use a blot. But I do still feel like my face just looks healthy, and I feel like the sides of my face are nowhere near as like glowy and glistening as the absolute center parts of my face, on both sides of my face, by the way. So both these foundations are performing exactly the same. I'm just going to blot because this shine is kind of distracting. Do you see how good this looks? Even after 13 hours of wear, with all this help and all this blotting, yes, it did have help, but the L'Oreal side still looks pretty damn near flawless. The only areas that I'm having issues with, not even like the dry patches on my forehead, but like around my nose area, it just, neither side looked good on my nose. Let's just start from the beginning. Neither side looked good. Right at the beginning, I forgot to mention it up front, but when I did look closer in, it kind of looked patchy and like separated, so I was hoping that both sides would just start to look normal at some point. But around my smile lines is where I can see a bit of separation. Around my mouth area, in my pores, it does seem to have settled in on both sides, by the way, and just sort of general fading around my mouth area. So in this specific area, there is an issue on both sides, but as you can see, the foundation itself is actually holding up everywhere else. But as you can see, now that my face is fully blotted, everything just looks fantastic. I think it still looks pretty damn good. I genuinely think I found a complete dupe for the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, because they look exactly the same. The fading around the mouth is exactly the same. The issues on my nose, on my super dry nose, I will say, is exactly the same. And these are foundations for dry skin, so for them to look patchy and creepy on my nose is not really a good thing. But every other place, like in the more normal parts of my face, it has sat so beautifully. They've both gotten oily at the exact same rate. They've both looked exactly the same degree of almost flawless after blotting, so I'm really impressed. I love both of them. Which one do I recommend? The L'Oreal, obviously, because of the price, but the Makeup Forever is a very good foundation. But I feel like if you can find your shade in the L'Oreal Pro Glow, definitely go for that, because it's the exact same thing as a Makeup Forever foundation, but this comes in 12 shades, whereas this comes in, is it 40 shades? I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe down below if you want to see more videos, etc. If you have any video requests, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next video.